Hello, hello, and come in, everyone. Welcome to the Hush House Library, a place of secret and wonder, seated cliffside over the ocean on the island of Brancrug. The tea is brewed and ready to pour, so make yourself comfortable as we crack open the book of our adventure, peeling back the skin of the world to glimpse the hidden histories laying beneath. Ah, delightful Hush House. We may have missed a day, but, it happens. Never intentional, but what can you do? I got distracted playing with the chimeric larva, or hungry larva, as it's currently called. See, sometimes I remember things. "16 Grail. That is a potent Grail book. "14 Grail is slightly less potent. Do I have space on these shelves? I do. 21 Winter, though, that's kind of concerning. 5 Moon. I forget how I made that. But it can go right here. And that doesn't highlight when I... How long have I had this for? Yeah, don't answer that because I don't want to know. That has probably been there since the start, and I've missed it, and people have been... Somebody's probably been banging their head against the wall that I keep missing that. Ooh, that is awkward. There we go. Get a little cash. Man, I'd love to get into this vault. Well, vault, silent hall, slithering fountain. I don't know why the fountain is slithering, but it is. You know what? If I read, it'll tell me. Why are you... After all these years, the fountain in this hall is blocked. That's not a surprise. A little more surprising is this blockage appears to be mostly snakes, a great many snakes. This, no doubt, is why we have seen so few rats. That'll do it. A solid wall of snakes will definitely be a reason why you don't see a lot of rats. I forgot I had these. And last bit of coin. That's the first level. I'll need some winter or moon to get to the next step, which we have regret. I hope I timed that right. Okay. And let's try and hire someone on. Try and breach one of these doorways. Out. Of course, the funny thing is now I don't actually need the regret because clouds are moon. I should have waited. Oh, don't I feel silly. Oh well. Level 2 calcification. Putrefacitions and calcinations. Now I have a regret. Scale. Oh, I do actually have... Yes, you provide 5 scale. Okay. Hire you on then. We'll start with the 5 scale right off the bat, bringing us to 9. And while that's going on, we'll go ahead and earn more money. I know I have the 4 £1 notes, but I want to save those for big purchases from like Carter and TRN. And then health brings us to 10. Look at those. Let's see here. That leaves me with tool, food, and beverage. Are you scale? No, you're just edge. You're also not. You don't have a scale related tool. Huh. Interesting. That's unfortunate. Let's see here. What else could I use? Well, food and beverage. Beverages. 1. Nope. 0. Oh, this has scale on it. That gives me 11. To the librarian Willem. Librarian. Willem or Willem, in earnest of our wager. Okay, now I need, what was it, 14? I need 3 more scale to breach this. Has to be food or drink. That's drink, but that is... I want to save that for the moth aspect. Cuckoo honey. Huh. Well, I could get... Looks like I could get it back in Numa. And yeah, that would bring me to the 14. Alright, cool. We're gonna get into here. And we're also gonna collect that coin. And you know, 1 more just for good measure. Alright, fugitives assistance. Open that door. A leathery burgundy mesentery has spread out of and around the doorway of the cell. Chitin fungus that crumbles beneath my hands, emitting choking fumes. It will be impossible to enter the cell without clearing it. That's not a good sign. Well, we'll get it cleared out regardless. Then... I have a half crown. No. Then... What? What do we keep locking up in this place? This was the last prisoner to be admitted to the gaol, but only the date has been recorded. No record of its origin, crime, or arrest remains. Hours was a man of many secrets. Sometimes, however, he was also a generous man, and he insisted it be provided with a bed and writing materials should it ever feel the need for them. Ooh, I don't like that. There was something so very much so alive chained up in there. Something might emerge if you could only be assured of a hospitable history. Until that time, dreams might be audible to one who presses an ear against its trembling sky-scented warmth. Actually, fun fact on the grounds of chrysalists, and cocoons, butterflies, and I think by extension moths. When they wrap themselves up in the cocoon, they don't just slowly change into a butterfly. No, they melt themselves down. They melt themselves down and digest themselves into a goopy sludge, and then re-amalgamate themselves into a butterfly or moth. And in that process, they maintain their sense of memories on where they've been and where they should go. They liquefy themselves, re-solidify themselves as a butterfly, and still remember where they've been. Yeah, figure that one out. Hate to see the butterfly that comes out of this. Goodness. And here I thought you were an intimidating presence. Actually, I should not do that from the consider thing. Let's just take you to a bookshelf. Or a writing desk. And we have so much grail. And I just want to get the memory back, so it's not like I need anything too much. This here. Okay. Interesting. Daybreak memories fade, assistance depart, but the soul is refreshed. My favorite. Ooh, it's sunny. Speaking of assistants, let's try to hire a new one. I got passages to breach like the sealed vaults. Can I do anything with the Atlantic Ocean? I know, a ridiculous question. I can swim in it. But I want to breach this door as well. Rail or knock? I'll have plenty of knock. At least in memory form. Failing that, if I get Grail, I have plenty of Grail. Oh hey, Surrealist Painter. Grail it is. Hi. I should have timed this better. That's okay, I can put you into a bed if I need to. Right. We'll start with the Ruby Wise. We'll start with the booze. And then we'll move on over to memory. Or soul, not memory. Ooh, I should get a memory. Okay. Satisfaction is usually a good option. Do I have any Grail associated food? These pears certainly aren't it. And I got apples. It's not a lot, but it'd probably do it. 12. And how much do I need to get in here? 14. Ooh, yeah, that would be enough. That would actually be enough. You also like pigments. Buy any grail pigments. I don't think I have any grail pigment. A sly alembic? A cheeky decanter of wine fortified with unusual influences. Huh. Alright then. It's a sly alembic. Alright, right. Apples. Have an apple. We got memory of satisfaction. And actually, I may have time to get you anyways. So we can breach the sealed vault. A heavy marble door sealed with red wax, a triple lock chased with silver. Reach through the wax, and then I can talk to you about this. Oh, that's interesting. You aspect for both. I have not actually seen that before. Well, let's see what you gotta say. My concerns remain. You've read The Sunset Road, The Alchemies of the House of Lancaster. I find similarities in this endeavor of the kings. We don't want any more sovereigns of leashed flame, do we? Let's all leave that medieval nonsense in the Middle Ages. Thank you for your help. And then for Lantern. My concerns remain. This is a solar project, no doubt of it. Everything's doctrinally acceptable. Everything goes back to light. But this sunset business. You know, I've always believed the Chandler to be Sunset Celia's. No, it shouldn't be possible, but the Chandler shouldn't be possible either. Keep this to yourself, thank you. Sure. One-time librarian of Hush House, one-time librarian of the Invisible Serpam in Alexandria, and currently... What exactly? Serena is closed-mouthed, but I know that she has worked with the St. Rowan Trust. Interesting. Mysteries about... Boy. Knock knock. I'm coming in. What do we got in here? Shurick Book of Suns, a radically different text from any of the other versions of the Book of Suns. Book houses a Newman, a powerful truth, so powerful it can perhaps believe itself. Catalog. Oh, we got two Newmans in here. Oh. Interesting. Mystery Rose. Problem is I don't have a whole lot of rose to work with. Like, if there's one thing I've been desperately lacking in, it's rose. But let's go ahead and consider this book. A moth mystery. Subject edicts liminal. Well, nope, that's knock and moth. And it's got witchworms. Need at least 7 winter to deal with that. Which, I mean, I do have. 7 winter is not difficult for me at all. The difficulty is finding the appropriate writing desk. Here we go. I believe we can... Well, hang on, no. I need something that's effective against infestations. And that's thermoplastic contamination, or theoplasmic contamination, so that's not... That's effective against curses. Effective against infestations. Skill can be used to remove infestations from books. Might be a little more difficult than I thought. Oh, here we go. Okay. And the difficulty in this looks like it's going to come from... Be written in Luthine. That's not going to be good. I would need a potent winter ink. That ain't gonna be it. See if that does me any good. If not, I'm not getting into this book for the moment. That's fine, I'll put it with all my other cursed books. We're not cursed. What are you? Yeah, you're not cursed either. You're just mystery of scale. Ah, that's, however, a problem. That is not an ink. That's just if Grey Dawn oil was drinkable. Well, that doesn't help me any. Alright, well, I'll worry about that later. Ooh, I only have a sixpence. I mean, I guess I could hire somebody anyways off the £1 note. I absolutely should, especially if I want to get into some more of these places, like the Slithering Fountain. Sealed Vault, that'll take some work. As with the impermeable. A sign outside the cell reads, warning, not to be spoken with nor looked upon. The protections that still hang in the air lent force to the injunction. I'm gonna breach them anyways. Maybe with the passing poet, maybe not with the passing poet. The passing poet. Well, let's see here, winter. Really have much for moth. But also maybe. I forget where I got the curious hunch from. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you can redeem yourself. I have... Oh, where did I see it? Ah, right there. I have this. I'm not sure how I make that, but I have it. I hope that's not a waste. Just to get into the silent hall. That brings me up to 10. That gives me... Alright, I'll just need a memory then. That gives me 2 moth. Oh, hey, an impulse. That would be perfect. We'll use my Tryst to bring you up further. Secret Ceremony, join our strength, boosts Moth and Moon. And then we can boost with Impulse. That gives me 15 Moth. We're getting into the Silent Hall. Oh, we are breaching all sorts of things. The hearth is cold, the floor thick with dust, the walls streaked with niter. Old invocations and forbiddings squeak with and whisper like rats. And we are going to flutter in like moths. I'm going to unlock what we read it. I know I can, I'm just reading. Knock knock, we're coming in. Ooh, this looks cozy. Hall of Voices. Oh, it's a kitchen. It's a moon-associated kitchen. Ooh, more pestle. Oh, I finally had... No, being scale, never mind. That's a pigment. That's just a liquid. Well, I say that's just a liquid. As if it's not a big deal. Right, let's get through these books. One here. Zoom in a little more so we can get one in here. And then one here. All right, let's get those books analyzed and judged harshly. They know what they did. Okay, Knock Mystery. Sky Mystery. Yeah, good luck with that. And how's suiting a Grail Mystery? Infestation. You You can move it with a skill that's effective against infestations, at least 7 moth. Well, my only moth skill is on effective against infestations. That would be this skill. That's effective against corruption. Infestations. Ah, research and emergence. Alright, I'll be able to cleanse this book pretty easily then. I'll just need a writing desk that's suitable for moth. Is this one it? No, I thought wrong. Right, that's moon. Oh, I forgot I had a writing desk. Bingo. Okay, let's clean up this infestation off this book. Each word must be treated separately. Purge bloodlines infestation. That sounds like a tedious task. Well, I'm gonna have to be part of it. And then this book's scale. There's a writing desk that has scale. This is a writing desk that has scale. Huh. I need a memory. Preferably fear would work perfectly. Or Savage Hymn. Savage Hymn will also work. I have 2 health cards, so it's not like I'm gonna use my Faust. What do we got? I can't afford that. I'd like to, but that's 5 and I have 4. This is ductile. To render it into 1. Can I? Is there a workbench I can put this on? Oh, that is a workbench. 2 identical ductile items can be drawn into wire. I could get silver wire if I was... Huh. Interesting. Anyways. Right. Elf, Savage Hymn, this book, Boiling Chasm. I don't think I have a tool with scale tied to it. Oh wait. Hourglass. Yes, of course. Somehow. Not gonna question it. Where does the blood come from? The ground knows. Where does it go? The moth remembers. Bloodline contamination has been removed. Excellent. This book is cleaned up and ready for reading. Fortune requires 12 braille, and best I can give is probably around 10. And we'll just have to sort it out later. Along with all these other... Okay, that's Sky. Along with all these other books. Why haven't I gone through you yet? That's a subject. It is clear from Brian's journals that he sought unorthodox trophies and put them into unorthodox uses. He was, in fact, hanged as a witch at the age of 24 and never inherited the estate. Brian described how a sky-inspired fife can be prepared using these fur and feathers techniques in the presence of greater sky aspect. To make of the wind's good neighbors, it's a powerful technique to be described so casually. Brian's main interest seems to be ensuring good weather for his hunts. I do have fur and feathers. Scale and sky memories. Okay. So fear and, well, easily enough music, actually. Probably should have done that. A little too late to be doing that. Oh well. Of course, the compounding parable. I do have time to be doing this now that I think about it. Fur and feathers. Lesson. The memories. And then I messed up because I have neither scale nor sky available. How did you get... Westergain is what the early monks of St. Brandon's called it, that old green sickness, a raptness of desolation, terror of the wastes, and it is upon me now, the wood, the wood, the wood, the wood. Cured with forge. Hang on, some of these often say restore. Nope, okay. I'm gonna need to change bedrooms. Okay. I have to decamp first. Okay. Decamp. Recamp in here. Diddy. Come on. Where'd the book go? You remember a fear. Where was fear? Where was I putting my fear books? Before I forget. Ah, my fear shelf is full. I need another shelf for fear. There. You can just hang out. Right. Anyways, I guess a beguiling melody is still sky. That's useful. Okay. Sky, more sky. Fur and feathers. Lesson, 2 memories, a lost. And then I'll figure out what I can use this for. Okay, vet's been fatigued, that's fine. Now I can recover this. Thankfully, I have a lot of forge. Oh, and then I need a beverage. I need more brightness as I rest, which I don't mind using the entire pitcher of water because I can just draw up more. Preferably with a crayon. Huh. Hang on. Because your scale... Okay, so I know what that hatches from or into, so that's not something I'm too fussed over. Next option would be sky. Just gonna put that right there. Lang. Find celestial music. Well, I have plenty of choices for instruments. That's not a problem at all. At that point, I just need, well, just gonna go ahead and throw this in real quick. Yep, makes an ascendant harmony. Okay. Or I can hatch another turtle. I'm gonna talk to the turtle. Few of these have been seen in the world under this sun. Recuperating that. Come the next day. Oh, right. Okay, that doesn't involve via preservation. Unfortunately, all my preservation skills are kind of... Yeah, they've both been satisfied. Could evolve this under preservation? Hang on. Preservation, you give health. And under... What's the other one? History. Formic history, you would give more metal. Neither are super very valuable to me. Okay, that's not the end of the world. I could get somebody else charged with a red forbidding, crimson mist beckon and sway. It's like some kind of storeroom. Well, let's see if we can't breach it. Sunny. How dare it be sunny? Most likely ingredients are beeswax. Most likely ingredients are beeswax and herbs. But to confound villagers and visitors, leave a meaningful pause before the word suitable. And then to unconfound them, just tell them you're talking about tallow. Not like that would be very pleasant to smell. Not sure how to make candles. I assume I would need 15 plus, whatever I'm trying to achieve. And if not, that is probably forge related. Oh, let's just talk about how I wanted to get some money. Knock. But she's both knock and grail. Complications. But I could also possibly breach that. Crown. It just comes to the question of what do I feel most confident in being able to get into? Do I have any more of those dolls? I don't think I have any more of those dolls. Add fabric. Problem mostly comes to the fact that I don't know how to get more fabric. Always a little hesitant on using these. Especially since that doesn't take Grail. Well, I made my decision on Grail, so I have to stick with that. I do need to commit. Let's get a memory. Oh, of course, I would grab something that's written in a different script. Thankfully, it's only 14 Grail to get in there. I already have 11. Oh, this brings me to 15. Or no, never mind, 14. Never mind, misread. But we'll be able to breach one more room. Knock, knock. We're coming in. Whether it wants me to or not. We're breaching this doorway. Sacrament Calcite. But more importantly, this entire place. Chapel Calcite. The Red Grail says, never speak of this mystery. I was always the first, and I must be always be the greatest. When we split the blood of the Thunderskin, I feasted and I grew strong, stronger again than the twins. There is always a feast, and nothing is truly wasted. Red Grail, birth and appetite, denied and condemned by the clergy of the sun for her temptress role in the sun's division. Those of us who oppose eternity might instead give her thanks and praise, but cautiously. For with the Grail, enough is never enough. Huh. Let's see here. Oh, that takes fabric. No, it takes things that are woven, not fabric. Totally different. Memory, devotion, remembrance. Pretty sure these are where I push things up to a rank 15, but oh well. Knock. A wintry forbidding. Well, knock or edge. One of those is easier than the other for me. Alright, let's go and just put this thing back where I got it from. Reminds me, I have a dirty basket of linens over here. I'm not sure how I clean this. Like, I genuinely don't know how I'm supposed to get this cleaned. Wash it in the well? Nope. Ah, well. For now, we'll just go ahead and close the library while we contemplate some of our less savory discoveries. And make sure nothing's a danger to visitors in the future. As the sun in rags comes to rest, so too must we close the book on our journey for now within the walls of Hush House. Fret not, though. If you want to be notified of new adventures or be informed when I livestream, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date. And if you like my content, hit the like button. If you dislike my content, hit the dislike button. Both of these help me out more than you might realize. And if you have any thoughts, errant or otherwise, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. And until next time, ta-ta for now, and I hope you all have a good one.